All right, this is the review for the fall semester exam, SLIM. So let's get this started. All right, now the easiest way to solve an equation. If you're solving an equation, x, you're going to use Desmos. X is going to turn into the letter n. Equals is going to turn into the squiggle tilde. So you're going to rewrite this as 5n minus 120 squiggle 180. Okay, this is what you're going to type into Desmos. So let's do that. 5n minus 120 tilde squiggle 180. Okay, and it's going to say parameters n equals 60. So parameters n equals 60. So that means x equals 60. Okay. Now, can you do it again? For another equation, we're going to replace x with the letter n equals with the squiggle. So negative n plus 5 squiggle 3n minus 43. Let's type it in. Negative parentheses n plus 5 squiggle 3n minus 43. Okay, we got n equals 9.5 next to parameters. So that means x equals 9.5. Okay, it's pretty easy to do an equation. In Desmos, just remember x has to turn into an n. Equals is going to be a squiggle. Cool. On number 3, we need an equation that goes through these 2 points. So in Desmos, you're going to hit the plus sign, make a table, and then you're going to input a little table here. So you're going to put in your table these 2 points, negative 3, 5, 7, negative 2. And then, once you put in that table, you're going to type y1 squiggle mx1 plus b. y1 squiggle mx1 plus b. Cool. All right, let's do this. So, go here. Let's start. Hit the plus sign. Hit table. Negative 3, 5, 7, negative 2. And let's type y1 squiggle m x1 plus b. Now when you do that, you'll get your m value, negative 0.7, and your b value, 2.9. So m, negative 0.7, and b, so b is 2.9. So once you have m and b, remember you're going to write y equals mx plus b. So y equals negative 0.7x plus 2.9. Alrighty. Now, solve the system. Now, we've done this before. You need to solve both equations for y. That's step one. Step two, Step two is graph in Desmos. And then step three, find the intersection point. Let's do this. So the first one, we're going to need to solve for y. So I need to get rid of a positive 5x. What is the opposite of positive 5x? Negative 5x on both sides. Cancels this one out. Bring down 15y equals. And remember, this is mx, this is b. mx goes in front of the b. So the negative 5x goes first, and then the positive 30, or plus 30, goes second. Cool. Second step, to get rid of this coefficient 15, divide by 15, divide by 15, divide by 15. Okay, so the 15s cancel. Y equals negative 5 over 15x plus 30 over 15. Now you could reduce those fractions using Desmos, but why don't we just leave it like that? Okay. Let me just show you. If you wanted to do negative 5 divided by 15, you type it in, click this circle for the fraction, and you would see that it is negative 1/3. Okay. And then the same thing with 30 over 15. It's just 2. Okay. The thing you cannot forget about is the negatives. Well, over here, if I'm solving for y, I'm going to get rid of the positive x, minus x, put it in front, scratch out the x's that canceled, bring down 9y equals, and then negative x is my mx, minus 18 is my b, mx goes in front of b, so negative x goes first, minus 18 goes second, and then to get rid of this 9 in front of y, you divide by 9. Everything gets divided by 9. Now remember, negative x means negative 1x, right? So negative 1 over 9 x minus 18 over 9. Now, if you can take that and graph it, that will give you your solution. So let's graph these two equations. Y equals negative 5 over 15, go to the right, x plus 30 over, and then graph your other equation. Y equals negative 1 over 9, go to the right, x minus 9. All right, so I graphed them both. I did step 2, and now step 3, find the intersection. Well, I might have to zoom out or move, use my cursor to move over. But do you see how the solution is over here somewhere? I'm going to need to click it, and you can see I get 18 comma negative 4. So my solution is 18 comma negative 4, according to my graphs. Cool. Now, what is the slope of the equation? So to find the slope, the m, I'm going to have to solve for y, and then identify the m. So let's solve for y. Now, admittedly, I'll rewrite it. This one's a little weird because notice the y is here and the x is here. So if I'm going to solve for y, I need to get rid of the x. And what's the opposite of minus 2x? Plus 2x. Plus 2x. 3y comes down equals mx goes in front of b. So I have 2x in front of the minus 20. Last step to get rid of this 3, we divide by 3. So y equals 2 over 3x minus 20 over 3. Now, which one of these numbers, once it's y equals, is the slope? Well, remember, it's y equals mx plus b. So the m is in front of x. So the m, 2 over 3, that's going to be my solution. Cool. All right, you got to solve for y, identify the m in front of x. All right, more than halfway done. Solve the system. So we're going to do it the same way as this, right? So I'm just going to put it's like number 4. So let's solve for y. To get y by itself, I'm going to get rid of the positive 56x by subtracting 56x on both sides. Bring down negative 8y equals. mx goes in front of the b, negative 56x less 320. And then we need to get rid of the coefficient in front of y. We divide by negative 8, divide by negative 8, divide by negative 8. Y equals, now, you can leave it like this, or you can reduce it, okay? Either way. Like on this one, when you reduced it, it was like what? Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. Y equals negative 1/9 x minus 2. Now, if we were to reduce it, negative 56 over negative 8, you would type negative 56 divided by negative 8. You get positive 7. And 320 divided by negative 8. Negative 40. All right, and then on this one, I'm solving for y, so I need to get rid of this positive 12x minus 12x minus 12x. Scratch that out. Bring down negative y equals mx goes in front of the b, negative 12x plus 105. Here's a weird step. Negative y means negative 1y. So I need to get rid of it by dividing by negative 1, dividing by negative 1, all the way. So I get y equals negative 12 over negative 1x plus 105 divided by negative 1. And if I take that into Desmos, negative 12 divided by negative 1 is just 12. 105 divided by -1 is -105. So I have my two equations. Now I just have to graph them. So let's do that. Y equals 7, x minus 40. Y equals 12, x minus 105. Okay. And remember, you want to move, maybe zoom out until you can find that intersection point. And we found it right here at 13, 51. Yeah, 13, 51 is our solution where the two lines cross. Okay, don't forget to graph, solve for y, graph, line, intersection. Very important. All right, number 7, write an equation for the line. Okay, there's two ways to do it. One way is by looking at find slope, rise over run. So taking two grid points, rise 2, run 1. Since it goes up to the right, that's positive. So 2 over 1 is 2. And then you find the y-intercept. That's your b value. Here's y. So my b value is right here at 3. So you just write y equals mx plus b, right? So y equals 2 is my m, x plus b is 3. That's it. Another way to do it is in Desmos table 2 points. So like the point on the left here is -1, 1. The point right here is 0, 3. If you put the table into Desmos, you can do y1 squiggle m x1 plus b. Quick table, -1. You have to find these points and type them correctly. So make sure you can do that. And then it's y1 squiggle m x1 plus b. And then my m equals 2, and then my b equals 3, as you can see right here. So how do I write the equation? Just like that. So you can either count it on your own or do the Desmos 2 points table. Y1 squiggle m x1 plus b. Okay, last step. Last one. Simplify. Do not solve. Or another way to say it is you cannot solve. There's no equal sign. There's no equal sign. So literally what you're going to do is PEMDAS. So inside the parentheses, you cannot combine an x and a non-x constant. So you're actually going to just distribute 1/3 times 18x, and then minus 1/3 times 27 plus 2x. Now what's 1/3 times 18? 6. Bring the x with it, And then what's negative 1/3 times 27? -9. So -9. Bring down plus 2x. Last step, if I have two x's, I can combine like terms. 6x plus 2x is 8x. Bring down -9, which has no x. That is it. That is simplified, not solved. Okay, that's it. Final will be just like this. We can do all these types